Hey everyone, it's Boog Sciambi. Welcome to the show. One down. Jill Valentine next up for the Blue Jays. Looking for her first big league hit right here. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And that one is out of here. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. Her first big league hit leaves the yard. She'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of her swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and they get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
That one ripped. That's back there. It's a bomb. That one felt good. Her second home. So one out, nobody on. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. She's already homered here in this one. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats, and I tell you what.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. In safely with a double, her second of the day. So a runner aboard, Alicia Rodriguez. Next up for the Blue Jays. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. She'll circle the bases, and they add a pair. It's 17-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. She squared it up right away.
Could be extra bases. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Back up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down. Now it's the power speed combo, Khan. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Now to third, and she gets back safely. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jill Valentine. She's already homered in this game. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam.
Well, she comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you've also got to give some credit.
Here's the third baseman. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And no one can get there. Now she'll turn for second. Not stopping. She's going for 3. And her third hit of the game is a triple.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone.
She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Calls it in, and there's 2 away. Next is switch hitting first baseman. Into center and a base hit. Takes the turn. She's digging for second. to second, pulls him off the bag. And now, Alicia Rodriguez. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Gone! Straight into the visitors' bullpen. Zingy, she's been the main character in this one. A multi-homer performance. Yennier Cano comes on now.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And now, Khan. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And this is Dylan Carlson. Rodriguez back to work. 101 on the gun. Swing and a miss. California kid. Played for his dad at Elk Grove High School. Was teammates there with Nick Madrigal. James Kingsley, our plate umpire. Consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them. Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with two strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the two-strike approach.
Inside, and it's 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Ryan Mountcastle now at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. That one at triple digits.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the... And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now the shortstop, number 34. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Out of here.
Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. She just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how she saw that pitch. Maybe she didn't, but she got a home run out of it.
And there's 1 down. Jill Valentine next up for the Blue Jays. And a base hit up the middle.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got her stride and load out of the way early. She stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like she was in the cage hitting off a tee.
This one could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Valentine coming home. She'll score.
Oh, no waiting around right there. She was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Love how she just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of her mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
And now, number 25. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. She wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And that's a base hit. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. And now the first baseman, 3 for 3, and she's come up with 3 doubles. Base hit, 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they extend their lead. Runner at first with 1 gone. Alicia Rodriguez next up for the Blue Jays. 3 for 3, 2 homers and a triple. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Oh, the throw is over his head. And she's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
She couldn't have dreamed this game would go much better, Boog. I mean, 4 hits in her MLB debut. That's absolutely what dreams are made of.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 run across, now 2 runs score, and the lead continues to grow.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. 1 out, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Kahn. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Around first, heading for 2. Throw is offline, and she's got a double.
Seems like she got exactly what she was looking for right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, she wasn't fooled at all.
Digging in, Jill Valentine. Forget it.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
That's out to center field. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. Here's the catcher. She has turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. There's a swing and a drive. And it looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. She's going for 3. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Runner in from third to extend their lead. And she'll pull into second safely. And here's the first baseman. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. She'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they extend their lead. So 2 down. So in now is the Blue Jays pitcher, Alicia Rodriguez. And that one is lifted in the air. Carlson gets under it. Drops into the glove. And that ends the inning. So it's a Baker's. And we're back. Now here is Adley Rutschman. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Orioles definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Got it. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and float it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy. Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then,
oh, that's a strikeout. And that'll do it for the inning. Back now in Toronto. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Blue Jays, Kahn. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Around second, she wants to cycle. Oh, he botches it. And that's what she needed. She has done it. What a performance at the plate.
She's come through for him at the plate in every way possible in this one. Might be a little bit of a...
That's a base hit as a run scores. So digging in, Kahn. She's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run. Swing, and that ball is blasted. That one on its way, and it is gone. A home run, and that's the cycle. Her first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of her life. She's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course.
That gets down. Base hit. Now she'll turn for second. Now he launches a throw over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Singy, she squared that one up in a big way. So let's take another look at it with StatCast. Nerd Herd Assemble.
Just incredible power.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow. And she's going to get to second with nobody out. So a runner aboard, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman. That one ripped. And gone.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity.
Next is the speedy first baseman. Center field. Mullins settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. Alicia Rodriguez next up for the Blue Jays. Looking to complete the cycle with a double. That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third.
Not one, but 2 triples for her now in her big league debut. Pretty unbelievable.
And you might think it hasn't been done before, but it did happen back in 1959. Willie McCovey's laser could be trouble. Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and she squared it up nicely.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the shortstop. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Mullins makes the play. Runner tags and goes to third. So up next, Kahn. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And that gets down into the gap. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. And their hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the yard that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
Now at the plate, Jill Valentine. That's a hit. Kahn around third. She will score. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead. So a runner at first. Now the third baseman. Just a single short of the cycle. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Coming home. She'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. They call those the alleys for a reason, man. They're long, and if you can't cut the ball off as an outfielder before it gets by you, that hitter's going to run for a while.
And that one hammered. This one looks like trouble. The run scores from third, and the lead continues to grow. She's got the cycle into third with a triple.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and she got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And now it's going to be number 17. That's a base hit, run scores.
Waste no time there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And that's a base hit. Oh, the throw is wild. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Now here is Alicia Rodriguez. And a base hit knocks in a run. Mullins whips it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in the long ball threat, Kahn. And that eats him up. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and he boots it. And the batter will be the shortstop. In the air out to center. Mullins snags it, and that's the 3rd out. And it looks like it's... Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Got
Yeah.
a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution. As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
Hey!
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Back here at Rogers Center. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Kahn. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jill Valentine. Lined, and that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard to third,
Out on the
tag
10.
got her. Here's the third baseman. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone.
Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this player's a ball of energy right now and having the game of her life.
Yeah, the batter now, number 25. Cut on and lifted in the air. Mullins makes the grab, 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the